Okay, welcome everybody. We're going to do a pick a card reading today, and we're just going to ask Spirit to get you the message that they want you to have right now, okay? So it'll be pretty open. We'll let Spirit decide what message you need right now. We're going to get 3 of these oracle cards to maybe highlight the main message for you, okay? But they will also be the guiding card for your pile selection. So pile number 1 or group number 1, Spirit. Group number 1, what is the message you want them to have right now? For group number 1. Group number 1, Spirit. This one. Group number 2, Spirit, what message do you want them to have? Group number 2, Spirit, what message do you want them to have? This one. Group number 3, Spirit, what message do you want them to have? This one. Okay. And I'm not going to show you. Not today. I am going to let you have crystals though. And we will do, I think this is green aventurine for group. I had to put it in the middle, so sorry. Normally I would start with number 1. We'll do carnelian for group number 1. Okay, so group number 1, you have carnelian. Group number 2, you have green aventurine, I think that's which stone that is. And then let me see, group number 3, I think tiger's eye. Tiger's eye, group number 3, okay. And I feel like group number 3 didn't get to see the stone as much as the other groups, so there it is, okay. And I'll let it just sit here for a minute. Let your intuition guide you. 1, 2, and 3. I will put timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you in your reading. Okay, group number 1, you chose the carnelian. And let's see what card you got. Master Manifester. So Spirit wants you to create something. We have to keep in mind here, this is card number 10. Usually has something to do with some kind of completion. Okay, so Spirit wants to talk to you about something that you've been manifesting, or you want to manifest, or that you need to manifest. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Let's get your... No, I think we'll start with Oracle. We'll just get a couple Oracle, and then we'll pull Tarot right away. Spirit, what is this message for group number 1 about manifestation? What message do you want to give group number 1 right now, Spirit? What message do you want to give group number 1? Okay. Okay. So you've got take no offense. So I think for you, group number 1, there's probably been something that hasn't worked out. And there's a message here about either something hasn't worked out, or something isn't going as fast as you want it to, or maybe you got a rejection, something like that, some kind of disappointment. And the message here is like not to give up, not to take this personally, and maybe to even because I'm noticing the wheel here for some reason, which I have never noticed in this card before, but 10 is also the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, like the 10th major arcana. So I feel like the message I am getting for you is that whatever this rejection or disappointment, whatever something that you're not pleased with, in terms of this manifestation, in terms of this goal that you have, or whatever it is, it's like, it's part of the bigger picture. Okay, you cannot take it personally. You can't let it defeat you. You can't let it, discourage you. You just need to understand it's kind of par for the course. It's part of the bigger picture. That's the message I'm getting, okay? So let's see. I have a tarot deck here that I'm using as an oracle deck today. It's the Osho Zen. What is this message for group number 1, Spirit? Group number 1. Group number 1. Yeah. That's okay. Well, you're going to get 3. So the first card that came out was the Sun card. And it's so funny because just as I was shuffling, I had this message about not taking something so seriously. And then you've got this card, the Sun card here. Sorry, I don't know how well it's focusing. But it's the Sun card. But in this particular, we're using it as an oracle. And it says innocence. And it's like this man who's lived his whole life. He's in the last part of his life. And he's getting such delight from this little creature. You know, I don't know if that's a grasshopper or whatever is on his hand. And it's just like that inner child kind of innocence. There's a lot of playful energy here. And I just got this message for you about not taking things so seriously. Like, have fun in this process. Just have some trust. Have that kind of inner child trust. Don't look at it as naivety. Just look at it as, yeah, faith, but like, no, like the bigger picture of like, you're going to be okay no matter what. There's some lightheartedness needed here. And then the next card here, again, you've got another message here about perspective. So this is the Judgment card in the tarot, but here the message is beyond illusion. And I really get for you, it's like this message about knowing, understanding that what you see in front of your eyes isn't always the most accurate depiction of what reality is. You know, there's an inner knowing in this card here. And traditionally, the Judgment does have a lot to do with letting go of the past or sort of reconciling the past. There's a freedom energy with this card. So yeah, I think there's just a huge message here, especially because you got a third one. I wasn't intending to come out, and it's about stress. Like, don't stress. Like a very simple message, like, don't stress. Don't take this personally. Don't take things personally. You need to lighten up. I think the lightness, I actually think that shift in energy of like finding some kind of joy or enjoying this process of whatever you're trying to create, the manifestation, whatever it is for you, you know, could be anything. But the point is that I think a shift in energy is really going to help it along. Okay? Yeah. Big time message. Don't take this so seriously. Enjoy parts of it. Don't take it personally. See the bigger picture of all of this, okay? And this is all part of the manifestation. Okay, let's get your tarot. What is this message, please, for group number 1, Spirit? What's the message here for group number 1? Okay. I'll show you in a second what's coming out. What's the message here for group number 1? Oh, wow. Okay. Cards are flying out. Oh. See, don't take things so seriously. No big deal. The card spilled. So what, right? I just pick them up. If you can see there, though, it is the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. What's underneath that? The Four of Swords. Okay. So I feel a little bit bad now after seeing this. I'll show you the cards and I'll tell you why I feel bad. We've got the Nine of Swords. And can I fit this like this? Nine of Swords. I'm going backwards here, but this is how they came out. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Page of Wands. Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords. I cannot fit everything in the screen. Okay. Let's just move everything up. Still not going to be able to fit this Seven of Swords. That's okay. You probably don't really even want to see the Seven of Swords anyway. I feel like you won't be mad at that. But I'm going to find somewhere to put it. Maybe I will just, where was a good place to put this? Maybe I'll cover stress up with it. Okay, we know the stress card is there. We're just going to cover it up because I feel like they kind of go together. So the reason I feel bad, so I can tell that this doesn't feel good. Okay, I'm kind of being really lighthearted myself in this energy, and I'm just telling you, don't stress. Like, it's just so easy just to not stress. I fully recognize that. Okay. You've got the Nine of Swords here, which is like, this energy does not feel good. It is like anxiety, it is like serious stress. And we have the stress card. So you are stressing here. And I acknowledge that and I recognize that. And so does Spirit. Okay. It's just that you don't have to. Like, you really don't. And you've got the Ace of Swords beside it. And you've got that Beyond Illusion card. I feel like it's like, I know that sounds so simple. And sometimes, it has to be some big, deep thing about shifting our perspective and it's a process. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's a choice. Like, I'm done looking at things this way. Like, I'm just done with it. I'm letting it go. Yes, work needs to be put into that, but it can just all be based on a choice. Like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to choose joy. And I'm going to, like, again, choose not to take this so seriously or personally. And then just intervene on your thoughts when they come up about when you start doing that again, and keep being like, no. The Seven of Swords is here. So it feels like whatever happened, this energy I was picking up at the beginning about there's some disappointment or rejection or something you're not pleased about. Remember that's what came through first. And I feel for some of you, this probably feels like a betrayal. Whether it is an actual betrayal, it probably just has some kind of feeling like that. It could be an actual betrayal. But I think even if it's not an outright betrayal, it's just kind of how it feels like. Feels like it's wrong, the way things have maybe gone in some aspect of this. And it could even be that you betrayed yourself. Maybe there's an element of even self-sabotage here. I don't know, but there is some feeling of betrayal here. And you, like, this is obviously about you've got the Nine of Cups here and the Page of Wands. This is obviously about something you want. You wouldn't be trying to manifest it if you didn't want it, right? Obviously, and maybe that's why you're so stressed, because there's a lot on the line in terms of, like, emotionally. There might be like a lot on the line for you here. Maybe there's a lot on the line for you in more than just that kind of a way. But we do have the Ace of Swords here on the bottom, so it's just like a request from Spirit for some more clear thinking, which has come through a couple times now, right? Clear thinking. And I think this Page of Wands has showed up here to tell you, like, this, again, what I was saying before, this is part of the process. Like, pages are learners, okay? This Page of Wands is trying to create something that they are super passionate about, that they want really bad. But, like, they know that there's going to be failures in the process. They know they have to learn. And that's all failure of any type is learning. And we got the Ace of Swords here, which is massive message about learning. Okay, so you're meant to learn something here from whatever you've gone through, group number one. That's like the point of it. And part of the learning here has got to be about your perception on top of it all, okay? It feels like there's an actual practical learning, like there's learning that can be applied to your real life, physical life here in some way, but also like just learning about your own mind, your own internal thought processes, and like things don't have to be so heavy, even when there's high stakes. It's like you're going to be okay no matter what, actually. But let's get one final card for you. I'm trying to think of what I want. I think I'll just get one last tarot card for you as a final message. Maybe am I going to take this as advice or guidance? I'll just see what comes out, okay? What's the final message here, please, for group number 1, Spirit? What's the final message here for group number 1? The Lovers. I'm really happy that came out as a final message. I think what Spirit is saying with this, yeah. We have the Queen of Cups on the bottom. That's why I said yeah. I think the message, the first thing that came into my head is what you want, what wants you. That's just what popped into my head as soon as I saw that Lovers card. It's like a real true match. A true match. It's like maybe you're not even, maybe there's part of the reason of why things didn't work out is there's a better match for you, or there's a better alignment for you. Things are going to align in a better way. There's attraction here is like one of the biggest feelings I'm getting from this card. Like there's attraction here. Like it's like magnets, like you're being pulled towards this manifestation. The manifestation is also being pulled towards you. And I think that's the bigger picture. And like, sure, there's failures along the way. Maybe it doesn't turn out exactly how you pictured it, whatever. But that's just like I said, par for the course. That's just how it has to go a lot of the time. But there's a lot of learning in the process here that is necessary for you. But I think the final message coming through here is just that know that whatever you want here, just keep going for it. It wants you to, but maybe just let go of outcomes a bit, let go of the seriousness a bit, just a little more lightheartedness and faith, and bigger picture thinking. Okay, group number 1, that's what I have for you. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, group number 2, if you chose the green aventurine, and I'll put the carnelian away from group number 1, and let's look at your card. It says keep trying, and it's card number 4, and there's starfish here. Okay, so there's some message about that's interesting. That was a big part of group number 1's message too, but different. But yeah, there's some message here about you not giving up, to put it really simply. So I feel like we just need to get into the cards. Keep going with the cards. So I'm going to get just a few oracle, and then I will pull tarot, and we will see what this message from Spirit is for you, group number 2. Spirit, for this second group, what is the message you have for them? Okay, see the light. The light in the darkness. Card 33. And then I have, I'm going to use a tarot deck as oracle for this reading. It's the Osho Zen. And I'll take 2 of these. Well, we'll see what comes out, but my intention is to take 2. Spirit, for this second group, what is the message for them here for group number 2? Okay, we got 2. We got the first card that came out is Transformation, and in the traditional tarot, this is the Death card, and then your other one dropped. Let me get it. Okay, and then I think this is the Page of Swords. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we're not reading it totally like tarot here. We're reading it as oracle, and it's mind. You can see here all the grinding going on in their mind. Distorted. It looks like distorted thinking is what is coming through to me. This feels a little We'll see what comes through in tarot, but this feels a little heavy. This doesn't feel that nice. So maybe you've been going through a rough time. Group number 2. I mean, it does feel good, but it doesn't feel good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a lot of hope present here. It's just the place you're in right now, or have been in, maybe isn't that nice. Maybe what's going on in your mind hasn't been that nice. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get your tarot. Just going to shuffle a little bit here. What is the message here, please, Spirit, for group number 2? What's the message here for group number? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we've got the 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And then the 7 of Wands underneath that. And the 9 of Wands. Jeepers, creepers. But the cards that actually flipped out, so the first one that came out is the 2 of Cups. This might be about a relationship for some of you of some sort. I don't know why the camera isn't focusing, sorry. 2 of Cups. Then we had the 5 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles, which I'm actually really like seeing that right now. I'll tell you why in a minute, but I'm happy that Knight of Pentacles showed up. And the 9 of Pentacles. And actually, before I give you the message, I really just want to clarify the Death card. Even though I feel like I get it already, I just want to clarify one thing. What is this Death card about, please? This message of transformation, Spirit, for group number 2. It's the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, that's nice. It's this sense 6 of Pentacles, though. Okay. So, group number 2. I do feel like this is about a person, another person in your life for a lot of you, either directly or indirectly. Because these two energies here, the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Cups coming up together, I am getting this feeling like discord with another person, or even like there's some situation that's maybe got you not, maybe for some of you, either questioning yourself or not feeling that great about yourself. The 5 of Wands can talk about competition and conflict, and comparing ourselves is kind of what I'm getting. Mostly some message about comparing ourselves, or there's other people that are just, it's like the energy that I'm getting here is like, you know how like sometimes other people can come in to one person in a relationship's life and kind of it creates a really messy situation for that relationship, even though those people are not in the relationship themselves. It's kind of like, an example would be like, you know, extended family energy affecting one person in the relationship, and it ends up causing discord. This also could be an energy about cheating, to be honest with you, like we're flirting with other people, feeling like, or just feeling like, maybe not necessarily cheating, but like some kind of rejection, or some kind of, you know, like offering yourself to someone and they're like, oh, well, I'm talking to so-and-so and so-and-so, and they've got all these other people in their lives, and you're like, oh, you know, it's something, it just, you know, I think you can see where I'm going here with this dialogue. Just some feeling of other people causing discord, whatever that looks like. It does, again, there is a relationship factor here. Whether it's romantic, career, this could be competition in a dream job. You know, it could be that, you know, there's something to do with that kind of a scenario. Apply it as it resonates, right? Apply it to your situation if it resonates. And with the keep trying card here, I can't help but to feel like there has been some kind of rejection, or something hasn't worked out, or something's discouraged you. That card wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. And with all the other cards here, it does feel like that. The transformation card involves letting something develop. And oftentimes it's a transmutation, but sometimes it's a full-on let go so that something else can come in. And sometimes it's just like a transformation of something that already exists. So it's like, it could be, if it was a relationship, it could be either completely like an end of a relationship so that there can be another kind of transformation in your life, or it could just be that relationship itself transforms through some kind of like death rebirth process, you know, even if that's just like putting up boundaries. Five of Wands can be about boundaries too, especially with the Two of Cups. So it could be something like that. It's like the relationship has to transform because you transform. Like what you're going to put up with, what you're going to accept, what's okay for you. You know, you start putting up boundaries about that stuff, and that has to change the entire relationship. It changes all the dynamics of it. And there could involve ego issues for if that happens for, you know, the other person. Something along those lines. The Knight of Pentacles here is, I think, here just to talk about keeping at it. Like, you've got this keep trying, and then you've got this Knight of Pentacles, which is a really determined energy, but it's like it's a slow and steady, one foot in front of the other kind of energy, you know, sometimes. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like you just keep putting one foot in front of the other in this situation, group number 2. But I think there's a need for determination, and there's a need to, see the light in this situation. Actually, you know what? I think it would help to read from the guidebook for this one. I didn't in group number. I don't always, but I do sometimes. You know, the authors can articulate better than I can. So this one is talking about illusion. Okay, so it says the great illusion of the ego is that it sees itself as less than or better than others. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. I'm glad I decided to read this. Okay. This creates a false sense of separation and isolation, cutting you off from the divine flow of life. This could be just for some of you, like feeling like you don't fit in a situation, like you can't get along with other people, or you don't fit in, you feel like a misfit. Some of you, it could just be something like that. In any case, let me continue. The spirit within knows we're all the same source and honors self and others equally. The ancients called this false sense of ego separation stink eye, the sad affliction of not seeing the shared beauty of spirit in all. Where in your life are you suffering from stink eye? Where do you feel less than or better than those around you? Where are you feeling inadequate or superior? Where do you feel jealous or indifferent? Where are you feeling angry or insecure? This false perception is robbing you of your right to inner peace, and it cuts you off from source. Everyone in your life reflects an aspect of you. If you're feeling inferior, you're not accepting your own strengths and gifts properly. If you're feeling superior, you're dishonoring the divinity in another. In either case, you suffer. Each person in your life mirrors back to you yourself. If you feel less than another, you aren't properly valuing your own endowments and beauty. If you're feeling superior, you're depriving yourself of the gifts of another. To clear the stink eye, look for the common elements you share with those from whom you feel separate. See both the human and divine in yourself as well as others. We all have challenges and weaknesses as well as divine light. Free yourself from stink eye by looking with the eye of the spirit instead of the filters of the ego. Exactly. That's actually so in line with the messages I was getting before, and it's very interesting. The Five of Wands came right underneath this. Okay. So whatever applies to you in that, like, I feel like a lot of you are feeling inferior here. Maybe some of you are being a little judgy towards other people. You know, that happens. There's a call here to, with this See the Light card, to, yeah, see the beauty in yourself, be able to recognize, like, you know, everything that you have to offer. And if it's other people, recognizing their own divine worth, right? But yeah, so again, you just take it how it resonates. This Nine of Pentacles being here, I feel like there might be a period of time where you need to just kind of do your own thing for a while here. Like, here's the thing with the Nine of Pentacles. It's not the Hermit. It's not like the Nine of Pentacles can talk about independence, and that's what I'm getting from it here. There is a message about independence here and being on your own a bit, but it's like in a way where it feels good. Like, you can see this bear, he's just chilling. He's like full, you know, maybe he's in his den and he is full. He has like done all the work and he's totally full. He doesn't need to worry about eating anymore for the season, and he's like gets to just like rest and be completely satisfied, you know? It's not an energy of being on your own where you're like having to rip yourself apart and, like, you know what I mean? Like, really, sometimes there's so much healing we need to do, and it's so much work, and the work that we have to do with ourselves is like super intense. Like, it's not that kind of energy. It's like, you know, why don't you just recognize all the things that you already have right now, all of the good, beautiful things about you that you have right now, and just like have comfort in that, and maybe just reconnect with yourself in a way that feels good. But maybe if this is about a relationship, yeah, there does feel like maybe there's a period here of kind of being on your own a bit. The Six of Pentacles that came here, it's like the Six of Pentacles talks about balance and reciprocity, like, especially in terms of a relationship. It's really asking you, are you getting out of the relationship what you give, and vice versa? Like, are you giving way more than you're getting back in this situation? And this particular Six of Pentacles really asks that, because in this card we've got a bird who, like, there's supposed to be a symbiotic relationship between this bull or whatever it is and this bird. You know, the bird gets to hitch a ride on the bull and maybe gets protection from predators. And like, the bird is supposed to help keep bugs off, you know, the bull or whatever, right? Some kind of symbiotic relationship where there's give and take. It benefits both of them sort of equally, but this bird is like actually taking advantage of the situation and is actually becoming a little bit parasitic, and like not just feeding off the bugs and stuff that are on the bull, but is feeding on the bull themselves. So they're actually taking more in this situation. They're becoming a little parasitic, and I feel like there's a message for you, for some of you anyway, about that. And especially with this Nine of Pentacles, it's like you need to realize you are worth getting as much as you can give. Okay? Absolutely. Okay, I feel like that's it. I feel like that's kind of your message, and I hope it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, group number 3. Let's have a look at your card. What is it? Aw, you are about to shine. Card number 26. That's so sweet. Okay. Let's just get your cards out, your other cards out. I'm going to get a few oracle and then we will get into tarot. So Spirit, for group number 3, what is this message for group number 3? Ooh, what is this message for group number 3? Why did it's fine. You know, I wasn't intending on getting 2 of those. I only got 1 for the other groups, but it's meant to be. And I was really, I liked seeing this Rebel card come out right beside this, you are about to shine. But the second one that came out is Rise and Shine, which I love. So, but I'm going to put them like this, okay? So we got Rise and Shine, but I feel like I want the Rebel one on top. Okay, and then I've got this Osho Zen Tarot, but I'm using it as Oracle today. So we'll just get 2 of these, if that's what comes out, but we'll try to get 2. Spirit, what is this message, please, for group number 3? What's this message for group number 3 that you want them to have? Okay, look, 2. You've got tuning in. So this would be the 4 of Cups. Yeah. In a traditional tarot, but like I said, we're reading it more like Oracle today. And then you've got the mirroring card, which would be the 7 of Cups. Oh, not mirroring. That's what it looks like to me, is mirroring. That's the message that came through, but the card is projections. But it would be a 7 of Cups. Okay, so the first message that I'm getting for you, group, before I get your tarot, group number 3 is you have got to be... There's something about authenticity here, okay? There's a message here about authenticity. You've got this message about shining like twice. This message makes me feel like projecting. Like you're letting other people project onto you maybe. And look at this. We've got projection where they're like taking in each other's stuff, you know, projecting their stuff onto each other. And then we've got versus this tuning in card. Look at the difference. In the tuning in card, there's all these other energies all around this person, and they are within themselves, shutting out all this noise, you know, shutting out all the projections. Like here, the projections are shut out. And that's like the biggest message I'm getting for you. Like you have to shut out the noise, group number 3. You need to be totally yourself in whatever situation this is about for you. You're in a situation in your life right now where you need to be super authentic. You need to do what's right for you. You can't let anyone else tell you that it's not right or judge it or whatever, okay? And I feel like because the shine message has come out, like you've got really something to offer here in some way. Either that or like maybe some of you have been hiding in some way, like maybe you've been hiding a relationship or hiding a hobby you have or hiding some really important part of you. And it's like time to like, no, maybe out of fear of judgment, especially with this Rebel card being here. It's like maybe other people aren't going to approve, or it doesn't fit in with what would normally be valued or accepted. Or maybe it just goes against the grain, but it's like you need to shut all of those judgments and reasons why not to come out of hiding. You have to shut them out because I don't know why, because it's what you need. Spirit is telling you this. Spirit's like, this is like really strong message coming through for you here about this. So let's just get your tarot out and learn more. Spirit, for group number 3, what is this message you have for them? Group number 3, Spirit, what is this message here that you have for group number 3? What is the message for group number 3, please? Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's so interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. So the first card that came out was the 9 of Swords. And then the Queen of Cups, which I love coming out together. But I feel like this is asking you, this is emotional centeredness with the Queen of Cups. This is this kind of energy, this tuning in energy. I'm going to put this right underneath this one because that, and this one can go here. This is where they belong. It's exactly this. It's like, this is asking for emotional centeredness. And this is like showing why things aren't calm. There's all this, look, she's looking around. She's so worried, looking around. And Spirit is asking you not to look around. Tune in to yourself. Find your own center here. Like, it's safe to close your eyes. It's safe to go within and really just calm and center yourself and really just let yourself guide you. Really, that's like, it's safe for you to guide yourself in this situation. You don't need to be looking around worried about anything. Just tune into yourself. Let yourself, your true self, guide you in this situation. Okay? And we got Judgment and the Five of Pentacles that also came out. You know, this Five of Pentacles is not, honestly, especially with what's all coming out here. I mean, there might be a financial aspect for some of you. The Five of Pentacles can represent any kind of scarcity of any kind, health, money, relationship, any kind of feeling like you don't have enough, or feeling like you're left out, or feeling like your well-being is threatened in some way, anything like that. But sorry, I'm just feeling the energy here. I think it's so interesting that we've got I gotta look up what animal this is. And actually, maybe I'll read from the book for you for this one. But I think it's so interesting. I'm just trying to process why this, I feel like it's significant. The owl's wings are up. And this, is it a bat? Is this even a winged creature? Okay, let me just look it up, because it looks to me like their wings are down, because it looks like wings. And like, it's like a full flap here between the two pictures. And that's just kind of what I was taking in there, just the energy of that. But let me just go ahead, because now I feel called to read this. You're about to shine. Message for you. Okay, so it's an armadillo. So it's not a flying creature. Okay, maybe I was just brought to the attention of that so that I felt called to read the card. We'll see. Okay, so it says, just as we see armadillo wearing an armor of scales. Oh, it's armor. This reinforces the idea of going inward. The inward work is exactly what allows us to shine outward. What? Oh my God, this is so perfect. Anyway, this inner contemplation leads to a more brilliant inner light that will eventually be witnessed and felt by all. Armadillo says that what you have to offer will be recognized. Do not get bogged down with how and when. Do not be led by outside validation. Instead, be led by the greater consciousness you were created from. We connect to our inner light when we connect to the source that created us. Armadillo's medicine asks you to create a very intimate relationship with that which created you. You are being asked to level up your daily prayers and create a dialogue with life. Drop all your wants and desires and create an intense conversation with the great mystery about receiving guidance to do what you were created to do. We all have a special gift that lies dormant within us, waiting to actualize. In this moment of deep connection to the great mystery, a mysterious energy begins to activate our gift. This conversation and prayer you create needs to be very real. Prayer does not need to look one specific way. It is an intimate conversation, an intimate communion with that which you were created from. Start speaking to life. If you create this intense and mystical relationship with daily life, you will begin to witness yourself unlocking all your gifts. And pardon me, I just want to reread that because I misspoke. It says, start speaking to life. If you create this intense and mystical relationship with life daily, you will begin to witness yourself unlocking all your gifts. Life speaks back to those who speak to it, but it is your job to start the conversation. You might not receive an answer right away, but it will come to you with full force in the perfect way at the right time. Armadillo's medicine says that you are about to be seen, heard, felt, witnessed, understood, and recognized. It's coming to you. You're about to shine so brightly, but now is the before time where you must ignite your gift of light through going inward and channeling the universe. Isn't that perfect for what we were talking about here? And what I'm really getting with this Five of Pentacles being here, I feel like the bigger message is about, I think some of you are worried, either on a conscious or subconscious level, that you will be rejected if you shine. If you really go inward and just let your own authenticity and true self drive you, and you really do whatever this is about for you, whatever, like I said, if some of you are hiding something, or some of you just aren't being your true selves, or if some of you have something to offer that you just haven't put out on offer yet, whatever it is for you, I feel like a lot of you are worried you'll just be left out in the cold. You'll be rejected. You'll be in a worse position. You'll be outcast, I think there's some fear of like a real threat if you do this, but like Spirit is saying, like, you've heard Spirit clear, loud and clear at this point. And this Judgment card is about freedom. So is the Rebel card, right? This is about freedom to be yourself, to let your true self shine, to let your gifts shine, to be in the world the way that you were meant to be in the world. For real. I think that's it. Like, I think that's just what you need to hear. And for those of you where it resonates to start praying, in communication with life, then do that. But a lot of this is about you connecting with yourself too, and like giving yourself permission. Permission needs to come just from you, and maybe from your higher power if that's relevant for you. Okay. And that's it. Nobody else's business. Nobody else's decision. Okay. All right, group number 3, that's what I have for you. I hope it was helpful, and see you in the next one.